No reason to stick around. I don't know. That's not the point of what we're talking about tonight. I did issue a whole update on all sorts of cryptos today for crypto power plays. Put out a whole almost 40-minute long video. Trying to remember. Hey, Ray B. Brampton, Ontario. All right, Dickens, have a good one. No, it's not put selling. We'll get into all the who's and the what's and the whys. All righty. Got about 3 minutes to go. Glad to have everybody. All right, Justin, you want to turn over the host privileges? There we go. Hi, everybody. Got another funny shirt on. It says, I do my own stunts. All right. Screen share. We have some giveaways tonight. I don't usually do giveaways, but I got some giveaways. Hey, Ken. Hey, Robert. Bob from Knoxville. Robert Lee Remsburg Jr. That's a lot of names, dude. Bob from Knoxville. I'd shorten it too. London, as in across the pond, London. Or like London, one of the states. Yeah, it's going to be recorded. We always record them. Chris from Iowa, glad to have you. Yeah, London. Okay, United Kingdom. All right, across the pond. We have a Paris, Tennessee. You know, say you're going to Paris, but that's not France. Greg from New Zealand. Man, I got people from all over the place. It's great to have y'all. Sacramento, Marty. Dawn from Vegas. I don't know. I was reading algo books all day. You can ask my wife. I was sitting over there after I did the videos for put the weekly videos out for a couple services. I sat there and read algo trading books and how to do some advanced calculations on options prices and stuff. So I wouldn't call myself a quant trader, but I'm certainly get there. Yeah, we got quite a spread of representation today. Glad to have everybody. We're gonna get started here in just a minute. Representing for Utah. Traded CME stock, yes, yeah, CME. So this is a stock and options strategy that we're going to talk about tonight. And it is 6 o'clock. So let's get started. All right. Chart patterns don't really matter with this 96.7% win rate strategy. That's a official track record right there. It's been audited and we make it public for those in the service. So before we get started, let's talk about this disclaimer. You know, trading is hard. I'm going to show you a system that I developed that has had amazing returns, verified by an attorney. He's an auditor attorney, but I do not guarantee that any future earnings will happen, that our win rate will maintain, and all trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of any future results with this strategy. Welcome this evening, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. I see people from all over the world. We got Canada, UK, New Zealand, all over the United States. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. Welcome. And if you stay until the end, I have two things for you. Two things. One, I have a free actionable trade that's on the next to last slide. So you got to stay till next to the last. And we're going to have the sales pitch in there and everything's going to happen. I'll give you an opportunity to join me. And then after we get through all that, the next to last slide has details on an actionable trade. So you gotta stay for the whole thing if you want that trade. That's number one, though. Number two, on that same slide, I'm going to give away 1 free year of a subscription to one of my products. Yeah, so hope you stay to the end. Little motivation. All right. Tonight, we have 3 main objectives. I'm going to explain why current conditions have supercharged a chart-free strategy built for volatile markets. 2, we're going to walk through an experiment that I ran in my hometown, Knoxville, Tennessee, where I taught folks how to place these trades right on my own cell phone in my own brokerage account. And then we're going to share the details on my next trade and give you an opportunity. That's that, next to last slide thing, share details on that trade. We'll give you an opportunity to join me in this 96.7% win rate system, and where we have a trade every week. So you're going to get that opportunity. All right. Sound good for everybody? Let me know in the chat. Is everybody excited about what I got to present here? We're going to stay to the end. Yes or no? Let me know. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay. Let's get into it. I see it. Yes, 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 yes. Keep on going. Super. All right. Everybody's excited. I'm going to give away something else too. I just thought of it. Here in a few minutes, we're going to give away just a little something. All right. So bear with me. So let's start with another audience question. Does trading feel easy for anybody out there right now? No, no, no. Heck no. And Russ says yes. All right. Yeah, it's brutal. All right. All right. No. All right. The chaos in the markets right now has been off the charts, right? I mean, inflation at 40-year high, pressures. We don't expect stock market volatility to subside in 2022. Netflix dropped, 20% in a day. Why the Fed's hawkish tilt will drive the market volatility. Stock market collapses begin, says Grantham. So all sorts of craziness, right? Did everybody see Peloton this week? I mean, they practically said they were going to quit making treadmills and bikes. I mean, what the heck, right? Their chart has just been, they might go out of business. I don't know. We'll see. An absolute collapse in their stock price. But Peloton is far from the only stock right now being tossed around by the market. I mean, here's one I traded, SAVA. I've put this on YouTube before. I got it completely wrong. It still made money on this trade. And it's not just recent. I mean, they saw some volatility over the last year where they've swung from a low of 30 to a high around 150 and then come almost all the way back down. I mean, this is a volatile stock right here. And Activision, they gapped up on the news of Microsoft buying them out, but then they immediately started sinking lower. But Microsoft itself, I mean, it wasn't a positive announcement for Microsoft. And superconductors like Micron, they've been all over the map. I mean, big runs, big dips. It's just all over the place. And I can pile up example after example of mainstream stocks that have hit rocky waters in the last few weeks. I mean, Netflix, big drop. Apple, it hit an all-time high and then it's been down since. Amazon, I mean, that's accelerating, right? It's getting a little crazy. Even the VIX has been spiking this, right into this last part of this past week. Pretty much every stock in the market is vulnerable to these kind of circumstances right now. About 6 months ago, it was a little, it's back probably June, July, I started to recognize that this reversal in the stock market was inevitable. And I've started warning people about it. I started posting in Discord. I started sending out emails if you're on my email list, warning about the Fed's actions, the inflation, the shortages, all these things coming to a head. I put on some protection trades for the crash protection people. Maybe you even came to one of the classes where I rang alarm bells and I prepared people for the next big crash. The volatility has started. And when the Fed actually raises interest rates, the crash could kick into full gear. Thankfully, I have a go-to solution when I start seeing charts like this. A strategy that I've traded for over 15 years that I believe is tailor-made for these volatile markets. 6 months ago, I started to recognize how powerful this strategy would become in the months ahead. So I asked a special group of traders who didn't have any of my forecasting models or extra information that I have to do something a little crazy. I asked them to completely ignore the charts, ignore the shifting sands in the market, and join me in a special beta test group. And the results we saw were pretty much incredible. In fact, our first 17 trades were all winners back to back. That's when I knew for sure that I was on to something a little special. Next, I arranged to do an experiment right here in my hometown in Knoxville, Tennessee, right in East Tennessee, where my team, I brought them out to Knoxville. We went out to my local farmer's market just to see if it was possible that I could show other folks how I place these trades. These are the kinds of everyday people that you probably classify as clueless when it comes to the stock market. I mean, it was tough, but I wanted to see if I could teach them how to place this 96.7% win rate trade from start to finish. And to raise the stakes, we decided that if I was successfully able to show them how to do it, then I'd personally pay them the projected profit from that trade in cold, hard cash right on the spot from my own wallet. Most of the time, people come up to me at the farmer's market expecting to buy produce from our family stand. And this is my real deal farmer's market stand right here. The boss right here, my youngest son right here. However, this time, instead of buying okra or blackberries from me, I was going to give them a chance to place this trade on my phone, right over here, and get paid by me. As you can imagine, I was excited to get out there and see how many people we could get to do this, because I knew if these folks could understand how I place these trades with a 96.7% win rate track record, then I would know for sure that I could teach you right out here the same thing. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I was very confident heading out there. In fact, I was so confident I'd be able to teach these people how to place this unique trade. I agreed to even let them do it in my own brokerage account. So I took all the risk. I was willing to do that and take all that risk in my own account just to teach people how to do this trade. However, I still had some concerns eating at me in the back of my mind. What if I can't find anyone who wants to try this little experiment? What if I can't make them understand how to do it? What if people don't believe this is even possible? And sure enough, my worst fears nearly came true. No one wanted to even talk to me about it. I mean, the minute we even mentioned I was a trader, let alone that we started talking about a 96.7% win rate with this setup, most people said, yeah, right, and just walked away. Heck, one couple even started arguing about it. The husband, he wanted to do it, but the wife, she was not going to have it. She was not having any of it. I mean, my wife actually got her feelings hurt a little bit in that situation. At this point, my team and I were starting to get a little bit concerned. And if I'm honest, a little embarrassed about it. But thankfully, a college student named Lily finally decided to give us a shot and hear me out. And I'll play the video here and let Lily tell it here. So give me just 1 second. Let me share this video. All right, hold on just 1 second. I gotta share a video. Come on. Yeah, stop the screen share for a second. Just a second. Stop share. Let me go to, let's see, where did it go? There we go. I think maybe advanced video. There we go. 1 second, 1 second. Coming in. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna share this video. What's your name?
I'm Lily.
You're Lily? All right.
Yes.
What do you do? You go to school? Do you work? What do you do?
I'm currently still in school.
Still in school. All right.
Yes.
So you're not pulling down major money here.
Oh, no.
All right. Stock market experience. 1 being nothing, 10 being hedge fund manager. How do you think you rate?
1, I have 0 experience.
0 experience?
None.
So do you know there's a stock market?
Yes.
Do you know people possibly can make money out of the stock market?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. All right. So I'm going to let you do this all on my phone.
All right.
All right. I'll tell you exactly what to push.
Okay.
And then whatever the profit is on the trade, I'm going to pay you that cash right here, right now, if it works. All right. So here's my phone.
Okay.
All right. We're going to push the magnifying glass at the top here.
All right.
All right. We're going to go to SDC. Right. All right. Now, it's trading at $5.50 up here.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, we're going to do these $5 ones right down here.
Okay.
So click on the 494 right there. Let's click. There you go. All right. Now, right here, we're going to change. We're going to minus that down.
Okay.
We're going to go to 480.
All right.
All right. Keep clicking. Keep clicking. All right.
All right.
Now let's scroll this down real quick. See what it says at the bottom. All right. Right now it says $20, right?
Yes.
All right. So scroll back the other way. Let's change this quantity right here.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go up to, let's go up to 8.
All right.
All right. Let's scroll back down. All right. What does it say right there for your profit?
$160.
$160?
Yes.
All right. Is that you? How hard has this trade been so far?
Super easy.
Super easy?
Yes.
All right. So this is the max profit if this trade works. All right. So let's click the review button down here. All right. So we got a whole bunch of information. Let's scroll down. All right. The max profit line right here. What does that say?
$160.
$160?
Yes.
So I'm going to risk a little bit of money for you to do this trade.
Okay.
All right. And then if this goes through here in just a second, I'm going to pay you that $160.
All right. Okay.
So click the send order button down here. Oh,
Okay.
let me authorize the trade. There we go. Says it was sent.
Okay.
All right. So click OK.
Okay.
All right. Let's get you paid, right? How hard was that?
That was super easy.
Super easy?
Super easy.
Scale of 1 to 10, how hard?
0.
You could do it again?
Oh, yeah.
You think you could do it on your own, not on my phone?
Yes.
Yes?
Of course.
All right. There's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160.
Wow.
All right. Everybody get to see the video there? Let's jump back over to, let's see, stop the share and go back to the screen share. All right. Everybody enjoy the video? You know, Lily was a great kid. All right. I was able to show her how to do it. So how many people out there, let me know in the chat, how many people think that they might be able to do the same sort of thing? Yep. All right. Great. So once she joined us, it got so much easier to find people. In fact, once we started doing this, it actually kind of like gathered a crowd. And then Mac, another local farmer, he wanted to be the next one to try. And sure enough, he was able to do it. And we rewarded him also. And then Teresa, who was a waitress who had been in and out of shelters, she was able to do it too. Before we knew it, we were turning skeptics into believers, generating a crowd that was pretty exciting. And I couldn't blame them. In just a few minutes, these people were able to see how I used this little known trade to successfully generate a win rate of 96.7%. That's crazy. I can't guarantee it'll continue. And the projected profits, we were able to pay out in minutes. Turned out to be more than several of these people made in a whole day. Isn't that incredible? Now, I know how wild it all sounds, but I promise I'm going to show you exactly how this strategy works down to how I've been able to profit 96.7% of the time. And I know there's some questions been thrown in the chat. We'll get to questions right at the end. So save your questions. We'll get back to them. And how other traders could start taking these same trades as soon as this coming up week. In fact, stay to the end. We have an actionable trade you can put on Monday. I'm 100% confident in the power of these trades. Truthfully, I found these trades to be so reliable, I use them to build my parents' retirement portfolio. And I'm not alone. Virtuo Financial, one of the world's largest trading firms out there, made over 300 million in gains just with this technique. That's 300 million from 1,237 trades, and they only took one loss. And I know I can teach traders how to execute these setups because before we even started the experiment at the farmer's market, I was showing the beta group that I mentioned earlier how to take one of these trades every single week. And in just a little while, I'll share one of my favorite available opportunities right at the end. So you can take a shot at one of these trades too. Now, of course, no investment is risk-free. A great track record doesn't guarantee future results. However, as you just saw, Lily, Mac, Teresa, they're all great examples. If you're willing to learn and follow my simple instructions, I believe that you'll be set up for success. All you need to get started, personal computer, a phone, or tablet, an internet connection, a funded brokerage account with options, just basic level 1 options, and just a few minutes each week to complete this trade. Are you starting to see why I went to the farmer's market to show the people this little known strategy? And it's not just me who's excited about it either. Even NASDAQ has reported when you use this strategy, it can be profitable in mildly bullish markets, sideways markets, even in bearish markets. Seeking Alpha went a step further. They said it could possibly be the holy grail of investing. And the proof is in the pudding. We've experienced a 96.7% win rate with these transactions. In just a moment, I'm going to show you how I've been able to make cash almost every single week. But before I do, I have a confession to make. I must admit, before I finally had my $1 million success in the markets, I was like most folks out there, just looking for a way to put some extra money into my pockets. I tried all the usual things, but nothing really brought the results that I was looking for. And to really rub salt in the wound, my uncle works for one of those, financial planner type people you might take your money to. Well, he told me, don't even try to make money in the markets. It's not possible. He told me that when I was 18 years old, when I was asking him, what's the best way to get started? Ever since then, I've been on a mission to prove him wrong. The normal people can make money in the stock market. Because the truth is, it isn't impossible to trade successfully in the markets. As you saw, with the results of this experiment, as long as these folks followed my precise instructions, it was practically a 96% certainty that I'd make some money in the market. And here's the little secret as to why. In order to win the trading game, it feels like you need to get about 10 million different things right? Off the top of my head, you need to find a stock, choose the right direction, anticipate potential roadblocks, analyze support and resistance, evaluate public data, try not to worry about all the private analysis that you'll never see, enter the trade, get the confirmation it's moving the right way. And of course, you got to have your exit strategy. And on and on and on. This is a huge reason why most people aren't consistently successful in the markets. Heck, I used to be one of them, making money, losing money. I mean, chopping around. But then I figured some stuff out. But that all changed once I discovered that I could place these Knoxville trades on almost any stock, even if the stock doesn't move anywhere. In fact, that's the first criteria I used to build these trades with a 96% successful track record. I only use it on relatively flat stocks. That way, I don't have to try to figure out whether it's going up or down or anything else, really. You're starting to get why I was confident in showing this strategy to complete strangers? Heck, I wasn't even worried about taking all the risk during the live Knoxville experiment, using my own brokerage account to do this trade. All right, we got some more people that have joined us here. I'm glad to see everybody. Let's do a little giveaway, all right? Audience participation time. All right. Hey, Mary Robinson. Glad everybody. I'm going to give away a $5 report that I just did this weekend, just the last part of the week here, put 3 actionable trades out. All right. Now, to get this free report, this doesn't have to do with Knoxville trades. This is just a free report we did. Cost $5. So I'm going to give one out for free. Let's give away 3. All right. So what is, let me think of something good here. I'll be the judge. What is the craziest thing that you did to help somebody out in the last 2 weeks? If you did something to help somebody, let me know in the chat. All right, get some good ones. All right, lots of people helping other people. Awesome, awesome. All right. Several people shoveling snow. All right, Dan gave a homeless man $100. He's going to win a $5 report. Harvey Lusk paid for somebody else's groceries. I'm going to give him a $5 report. You need to put your email in the chat with $5 report, and we'll get you out. We'll get you that email out on Monday when customer service comes in tomorrow. Saved a life doing CPR. Jake, I'm going to give you the third $5 report. All right. I'm so glad to have everybody out here helping people. So, Jake, Dan. All right. That's all the giveaways for right now. Thanks everybody for participating. My little fun thing there. That was pretty cool to see. I'm glad so many people out there do other things for other people. Awesome. Great stuff, everybody. All right. So let's move on here. Glad to have everybody with us. We're just getting into the meat of it. There is an actionable trade on the next to last slide. We're going to do a sales pitch to give you an offer to join me, and then I'll talk about the trade. All right. And then I have another giveaway right there at the end. I'm going to give away a whole year of one of my services. All right. So stay to the end. All right. So I knew with this powerful trading strategy, it takes some of the biggest struggles that most people have with trading and makes it completely irrelevant. So instead of worrying about all this stuff, all the getting it right, picking direction, instead of worrying about all this stuff, all you need to do is find that relatively flat stock that we can all agree is a much easier ask. But now you might be asking yourself, Jeffrey, if a stock isn't moving, where does this money come from? How are you making money on something that doesn't move, right? And that's a pretty good question, which leads me to the second criteria that I look for to find some of the best trades that fit into the Knoxville trade system. See, right now, we're at a rare point in time in the history of the markets. More and more people are trading than ever before. In the past year alone, we've seen over 10 million traders join the markets. In 2021, data shows We have more retail investors in the market than we have had in over a decade. And now, for the first time ever on an average trading day, we're seeing more money being traded in options than in the stocks. And that's a big reason why this strategy has the ability to work, even if the stock goes nowhere. Because we don't have to rely on the stock to move in order to place a successful trade. Instead, we go on the hunt for a relatively flat stock. We want a flat stock that has an insane amount of options being bought up, because right then and there, we can just step in the middle of that action and boom. That's how I've collected some of the most consistent profit that I've ever made. Just see for yourself. On August 27th, I placed this one trade on Riot. As you can see, the stock wasn't really trending anywhere, going nowhere fast, but it didn't matter because I still ended up collecting $121 virtually on demand. Fast forward to September 3rd, just another day in the life. I woke up, had my Monster Energy drink, reviewed the markets, and I was feeling great because I saw SAVA was going absolutely nowhere, but it had super high volatility on those options. Remember, Sava, it's that same stock we talked about earlier. It's been so volatile this year, from 30 to 150, and then right back down. Most people wouldn't want to touch that, but for me and my followers, I'll let them know there was an ideal setup for the Knoxville trade setup. And sure enough, boom, over $265 profit in 1 week. And then back in July, I even did a Knoxville trade on AMC. Yeah, the meme stock, going all crazy, spiking, coming back down, all over the place. And that was after it had settled down just a little bit and started going sideways a little bit. As you can see, the stock still sideways, ain't doing a whole lot, but that didn't matter because with this little known trade, we still made $395 in just a week. In just a second, I'd like to share my next pick with you. Then I'll show you how you can get these same trade recommendations every Friday if you want them. And just take it, and you can take advantage of the picks that just went out as soon as tomorrow. The only thing I ask is, as long as you can follow my step-by-step instructions via text or email, we have Discord even, just like these people you saw in the trading experiment, then please write in and tell me about your experience. All right? Is that cool with everybody? Now, before I show you how to get my next recommendation, allow me to explain the last piece of the puzzle, why we've been 96% successful. See, by this point, you can obviously tell for us to have been consistently profitable 96% of the time, we're obviously tipping the game in our favor in some sort of extreme way, right? And that incredible success has to do with this option activity that I was telling you about. See, when we have a flat stock with a lot of options buyers, it means there's a lot of people wildly speculating on that stock, pretty much hoping and begging that it goes up. But here's the thing that most people don't even realize. A shocking study done by the CBOE found that 76% of the time, people who buy options end up with options that expire completely worthless. In other words, people who are buyers of options, they end up losing 76% of the time. And that's not even the wildest part. See, in every options trade, there's a buyer and a seller. So that means if the option buyer is losing money 76% of the time, then that means an option seller is winning 76% of the time. With over $350 billion in options contracts being bought out per day, well, you can see why I end up being on the winning side of the trades. The success that we've been having from selling options, and not just any option, but one of the most ridiculous odds of paying out in our favor. And remember, as you saw in our wild experiment, this is a trade that nearly anyone can take advantage of. As long as you have a phone, computer, or even a tablet, internet connection, a funded brokerage account, and about 1 to 3 minutes to follow the detailed instructions that I'll send you every Friday. And if you're in KT in the platinum level, I send them out even more often than that. You follow these rules, trade only a flat stock, target a stock with tons of options being bought, and make sure you're selling that right option. It has to be the right one. then I firmly believe you're on the way to enjoying this trading strategy as soon as this Friday. Especially since I'd like to invite you to see how I do it step by step in the Knoxville Trade Masterclass. See, I made a special adjustment in how we sell these options in order to seriously tip the favor and get that win rate as high as 96%. Obviously, I can't share all the details here because this one adjustment gives my followers and I a massive advantage compared to most traders out there. But that's why, once you accept this invitation to join us today, I'm going to teach you everything inside the Knoxville Trade Club Video Masterclass. It's a 5-part series. Inside this, you'll discover exactly how this little known trade works. I've collected hundreds of dollars every Friday, week in and week out, how to find the best flat stocks that tip our odds, 96% in my favor. And just tips our favor. Which option I've sold in order to, on average, make several $100s every week, and how to execute this trade in any brokerage account, and the critical steps in order to cut my risk down to just a fine grain of sand. And the 3 rules that I follow in order to make absolutely sure I'm set for success. Plus more. The point is, with the Knoxville Trade Club Video Masterclass, you'll be learning all the best tips and tricks that I know while making sure that you don't make any of the silly mistakes that I did. In fact, that one loss was because I didn't follow my own rules. Now, of course, you'll be able to watch these lessons over and over again. They're pinned right in Discord. They're right on the members area. And that's not all either. See, once you sign up for the masterclass and review these short bite-sized videos, you're going to be more than ready to get started, because every Friday, you're also going to get access to the Knoxville Trade Club Trade of the Week. Every week for the next year, I'm going to go through my strict 3-step criteria in order to ensure that I send you only the very best Knoxville Trade Club recommendations. At least 52 trade club trades per year. And once I'm satisfied, I'll give you the trade alert with clear instructions for you to act on, only if you choose and agree with the trade. If these trades are like any of my past wins, well, personally wouldn't be surprised if you end up having one of your best trading years of your life. Heck, just the past 3 months, we're already seeing these kinds of growth with our one loss, even with the one loss in there. This was a $10,000 starting account, and we're up with $5,000 in profits, even with the loss. And some of my most dedicated students are loving this strategy. And why wouldn't they? Heck, even strangers, thanks to my instructions, were able to successfully do this trade. Now imagine yourself along with us as we go after these trades, week in, week out, rinse and repeat. Imagine joining an exclusive group of traders who have such a huge advantage in the markets, an advantage that's allowed us to win 96% of the time. For something like this, it'd be fair to say anyone would be willing to pay a pretty penny for it. And now you're going to be able to join them as we're going to open the doors for the first time ever. You're going to get in at a price that I believe is a steal for you. But before we get into the price, I want you to know about some special first ever picks that we introduced with the Knoxville Trade Club. We did the monthly Knoxville Trade Club live trading call, which is coming up this Friday. Today's Sunday. We got it coming up this Friday. We have a pretty ambitious goal for this group to help you start becoming stock market profitable. And this is my way of making sure that you're on track, get your questions answered so you can hit the goal. You get to ask questions directly. You can see exactly how we do trades, exactly how we maintain the trades, improve and grow and start becoming a successful trader, and where you can even tell me how this club is helping you realize that placing winning trades in the market is no longer just a dream, especially since you're also getting access to the Knoxville Trade Club Discord channel. See, there are special times when I see typically up to 3 extra trading opportunities in a week. And I don't want to email them to you when they come up, because honestly, you'd probably miss out. But that's why for the first time ever, we've created a live Discord trading room where you can get every trade recommendation as it happens. Plus, you'll even be able to chat with club members, celebrating, growing, potentially even being more successful than you've ever been before. Heck, with one of these Knoxville trades, I made over $2,500 in the single trade. Obviously, I can't promise that our next trade will be like that, or if any trade will be like that. But what if it is? And what if you miss it? Don't miss it. For those who are ready to join, let's recap everything you're going to get once you join the Knoxville Trade Club today, and then we'll get into that trade pick at the end. So then the Knoxville Trade Club video masterclass, the Knoxville Trade Club Trade of the Week sent out every Friday, 52 recommendations over the course of your membership, the monthly Knoxville Trade Club live call coming up this Friday, 3 extra trading opportunities per week for the Platinum Club level, the Knoxville Trade Club Discord server, and last but not least, dedicated VIP support in Jacksonville, Florida. So you always know that we're on your side. Plus, I'm in Discord all the time, answering questions any time of the day, just about. So you get the whole family of products here. And for all of this, we should charge a small fortune, right? And that'd be more than fair, because you're going to be able to join a live trading room every day, right inside Discord. I mean, I'm there all the time. But remember, folks, at the farmers market, how thrilled they were to get paid the projected profit. Heck, one guy practically gave away half of it right away. I'd love to see you do the same for others. And I know that people out here like to do things for others. So I'm not charging $5,000, not even $3,000. Instead, you're getting it all for just $14.97 for 2 years. And we're also going to do something to make this an even easier decision for you. First, I'm giving you my Ironclad satisfaction guarantee. If you join the Knoxville Trade Club today and don't see how powerful and life-changing this strategy can be, then hit my team up. We'll refund your money, no questions asked. And 2, if you don't see how we can hit our stock market profitable goal, then call up your dedicated VIP customers representative and tell them to comp you another year of Knoxville Trade Club for free. How's that sound to everybody? I know it sounds like a crazy thing, but the fact is, just the other week, we made over $500 in 7 days. With all the extra opportunities in the Discord group, sheesh, I'm confident we're going to hit the goal, especially since personally, I've been doing these trades for over 15 years at this point. One of my best ever trades was using this. And now, with all that said, it's about that time. You've seen me show folks in Knoxville this remarkable trading strategy. You've seen my track record, which shows we've been 96% successful in our trades. And you've even seen I'll go after the best opportunities each and every week. Will you be in our next trade, or will you miss out? Friends, it's time to make that choice. The time to make it now. For those of you ready to join us, here's what you need to do next. Go to jeffreytrader.com/KTC, call 855-454-0816 to claim your membership right now. And now it's time for that actionable trade example that I told you about. So it is selling covered calls, and we're going to pop up one and talk about it. So right here's the ticker, URA, the Global X Uranium ETF. All right. This chart hadn't been going a heck of a lot of anywhere. So what you would do, you would buy 100 shares. You would sell one January 28th, 2022. That's this coming up Friday. $20 strike call against it in one order. Going to cost you around $19.63 right now. You get downside protection. Right there's the current price. Anywhere up in here, you make profit. This is full profit. This is, declining profit. And then you have the potential for loss, but we cover that too in the Knoxville Trade Club. As you know, as I've talked about, we don't close many of these for a loss. So the actionable trade, URA, buy 100 shares, sell one January 28th, 2022, 20 strike call against it for a net debit at cost, net debit around 1963. Now, this gives you downside protection in the trade. And for all the updates on the trade, you got to join Knoxville Trade Club Platinum. Now, for the giveaway, I'm going to give away a whole year of service to the market roadmap. I put out a watch list every week of 5 to 15 trade setups. And I'm going to give away that to the first person that gives me a good reason why I should give it to them. Put it in the chat. Why do you deserve? The first one I see that has a good reason why they deserve to get a free year, I'll give it to them. All right, Laura, I saw your answer. That looked good. Laura Parley, put your email in the chat. You're going to be my winner. I'll get my team on it. So Laura Parley, put it in there. Market roadmap, 1 full year. Steven, you got her there? All right. Awesome. All right. So if you want to join us in the Knoxville Trade Club, 2 years, $14.97. Go to jeffreytrader.com/KTC, call 855-454-0816. Claim your copy. Awesome. Steven's got you. I can't stay too long. We got some questions. Now's the time for questions. I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. So, that was the trade right there. You need to screenshot it. One more time, give you a few seconds. Yeah, I don't use the bid price. I go after it aggressively at the mid. I go over that in depth. Hit the page up. Go find out what the numbers are. We've got some different options on the page. All right. Let me pull up another thing here. All right. You want to see some real numbers here? Real numbers here. Some of the real wins. $150, $267, $395, $40, $90, $100, $85, $25, $81, $67, $4,500 win. $121, $265, $123, $80, $170, $150. That one was still open. There's the loss, $2,200. And that was on the same one that I made the $4,500 on. And I broke the rules. I broke my own rule. $78, $79, $60, $122. These are the wins. Now, what kind of tickers are they? Everyone wants to know. We have like Riot, OCGN, ANY, BBIG, AMC, Riot, well, it was SPRT, and it changed into Riot, changed into GREE. Had CLOV, AMC, MMAT, Newegg, Express, and some Riot. So those are all 1 week trades. And the ones that had a bigger green block lasted longer than 1 week. We target 1 week for the profits. So they are what you call a swing trade. All right, strike price on URA one more time. Use the take a picture button, or take a screenshot. Say 20 strike for this Friday. And remember, to get all the updates, any modifications I make to this trade along the way, you need to join Knoxville Trade Club Platinum. There are add-ons to these trades. mostly a set it and forget it. But then if you still got the shares at the end of the week, there's stuff you got to do. All right. Get back to the slideshow. So the demo account, not demo account, but the example, the track record account I use is a $10,000 account. It is up with over $5,000 of profit, including the one loss at this point. The market closes these trades out for us. And we have people in Canada and other places in the group that help people find brokers that don't have costs to trade. I'm not going to give away all the secret sauce, Dinosaur Skip. They're pretty much weekly trades. So we target stocks in the $5 to $40 range. That's the target. It does take a little bit of money to be able to do several of these at one time. You need to be able to buy the shares. You need to sell the call against it. We do a special thing with the call. If you notice, that call was below the price on that URA trade. Some little tricks to what we do. It's not credit or debit spreads. These are level 1 options trades. These are the most basic trades that you can do. CBOE says this is one of the starting trades for people who want to trade options. It's not a hard thing to do. It was one of the first things I learned how to do. And it brought pretty incredible results over the years. Minimum cost to place the URA trade. I'll pop it up one more time. We can look at that risk graph. This snapshot right here. So you're going to have at least $1,963 to make $37. Now you might be saying $37, that's not very much. Well, check it out. Let me pop up the calculator real quick. So $37 divided by 1963 cost. That's 1.8% return in 7 days. 1.8% return. Actually, it's actually 5 days. So you just made more money on that month, more return on that money that you'd make in a year sitting in a savings account. The market always closes these trades out for us unless we get into unusual circumstances. All right, Greg, you'll have to call in 855-454-0816 and see if they can do anything for you. Yeah, 2% a week. Just start multiplying that number out. 1.8% a week. And we have an 8% goal on the month. We've been exceeding it. So go to jeffreytrader.com/KTC, 855-454-0816. Yeah, it has been heading down, but see what happens. That's my pick right now. And so we're agreeing to sell those shares for $20. I have a video about this on my YouTube channel under SAVA. So we agree to sell those shares for $20. We paid $19.63 a share for them. So the profit comes from that difference between them and the stock staying over that sold $20 strike by Friday. You can, they will let you margin some of these and buy more. So yeah, this is recorded and we'll send it out. It is on YouTube too, and then you can go watch YouTube and rewind it all the way right now. JeffryTurner.com/YouTube. You can go pop over there, rewind it all the way back to the beginning, Harold. All right. Any more questions here? Yeah, if you just got here late, you missed the whole beginning part, pop over to YouTube right here, JeffryTurner.com/YouTube. Sent it to myself. That was genius. Right here. Go there, rewind it all the way. It's the live. We're still live streaming right now. Pop on, get the live stream, rewind it back to the beginning, and watch it. So they go out usually between 1 and 3. The session this Friday will be at 2 o'clock, roughly, somewhere around 1 or 2 o'clock. I gotta be able to find the trade and get it ready so I can come on and talk about it with everybody. So they come out between 1 and 3. I try to get them closer to 1, but sometimes it's closer to 3. Yeah, I'm always in a new trade on Friday. Modifications happen all week long. There's extra opportunities, right here on the right, there's extra trading opportunities. Those things happen usually Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and then extra modifications to the trades are Mondays and Tuesdays usually. Not a whole lot of trades happen on Tuesdays, Mondays, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All righty. Anything else? I'm gonna have to go pick up my son from work here. Come join us. I'll answer all your questions. We've got like I said, a 5-part video series that goes through everything quite in depth. We've done an open house on YouTube. You can go pop over on YouTube and check that out too. Several of the trades have been put on YouTube, detailing it out. If you're not so sure today, come visit me on Tuesday. We have a free thing on YouTube on Tuesdays. Also, we kick it out to all the members. Free appreciation webinar, market analysis. I've got a special guest, I think, coming up this week, possibly. So stay tuned. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming, everybody. See you around.